Again, folks, Robert Perry, Portsmouth, Rhode Island. We gotta have some fun with this, right? I gotta tell you some stuff just the way that it comes to me, the way that I saw it this week especially. Guillaume de Ramel at least tells us that he knows that the last Secretary of State didn't do a particular thing. The thing he didn't do was keep track of who the lobbyists were that helped convince the General Assembly to give away $75 million. Now, Nellie de Gorbea didn't mention that at all. I think she should have said something. For that reason alone, Guillaume, I don't care if you play squash. I don't care if you go to the athletic club every day. You can go out to dinner. You can sleep in a friggin' mansion. As long as when you get to Providence, as long as when you get into your office in the Capitol, you investigate 38 studios and find out where our $75 million went. Nellie, you can't just move on and say, sorry, Ralph, you know, I'm sorry you lost for Lieutenant Governor. Oh, that's right, he could still win. That's right. You could still elect the man who helped them steal $75 million. You could still give him his political payoff if you want to. But Guillaume de Ramel mentions that 38 Studios was a big ripoff that we need to investigate. He's the Secretary of State. His office failed to do their due diligence and check out what was happening with the lobbying that was going on at the General Assembly. He admits that. He admits that. He brings that idea. He didn't do it. Ralph Mollis is the one who didn't do it, and thereby did do it, which is to say, ignored his job and allowed the General Assembly to play with 75 million of your dollars that disappeared into the land of computer games. Can you believe it? Your kid can make a computer game. But we gave away $75 million to somebody who went to high school before there were computers on the desks to make a video game. $75 million. I think we have to talk about the Senate next. Like about a senator who was drunk in Barrington and threatened the police chief of Barrington with his pension going belly up if he should go through with prosecuting the senator for driving drunk. And then, what did the president of the Senate, Teresa Pavlidis, do? Did she go back and sanction that senator the next day and make him leave the Senate chambers and maybe move to impeach him or at least check into if he has a drinking problem? None of that. She just said, "Oh, okay." And by the way, there was another senator behind him in another car following who got out and talked to the police officer in his stead. Now, if you did that and your friend got out of the car following, don't you think you'd catch a beating? Cameras on every cop. Well, this wasn't too much fun. Guillaume de Ramel at least knows there's a problem. That's why I like him. Guillaume de Ramel. I like you, Nellie, but you don't seem to know that they stole $75 million and the Secretary of State, who you want to be, could have done something about it. Or at least you don't mention it. I know he was in the party for a long time and you don't want to get smart with him. Well, get smart with him. Okay? He didn't do his job. Guillaume, get to it, man.